Thank you, Jaylen. Questions for Jaylen this morning? Anyone, Jaylen? Andrew?
How do things change for a team when you're 60, 90 minutes before tip and you're finding out, okay, Rob's not playing, or it's like game 2 where, Marcus is not playing? Like what changes for you guys in that set of circumstances?
I mean, a lot changes in terms of, one of our players being out, but in terms of mindset, I don't think a lot changes. I mean, it's still a playoff game. Still got to do your job. Obviously, you would like to have, one of your starters or out there who you depend on. But if they're not, you can't change your mindset, or you can't give any less effort or anything. You got to come out and still do your job at the end of the day.
Sorry to take you back, but what went through your mind after the review and that call flipped, and instead of going against the Bucks, you ended up with 5 fouls?
To be honest, it was the game was called very interesting. Last game, I'm not one to comment too much on officiating. We found a way to win anyway, but I mean, I guess it was a tough call. I don't think I lowered my shoulder. I wasn't out of control. Defender, made a good read, but I thought that was for sure a blocking foul. But, I guess I'm not an official, and I guess they saw differently, so nothing I could really do there.
I mean, you've been in a lot of playoff series. Where does this one rank at a level of physicality that you've experienced?
It's up there. It's right up there with the best of them. Very physical, from game 1 to now. Definitely a high level of physicality out there. That's not for everybody. You got to come in and game out and be ready to fight. To be honest, at every position, their guards are physical and tough. Holiday, probably one of the strongest guards in the league. Giannis, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, all very physical players. So definitely a high level of physicality out there against Milwaukee.
And then what has it been like for you to watch Al play at this level and what he's doing for you guys?
It's been amazing. Al's been playing extremely well, but I don't think I'm surprised or anything. Al is a professional. He's always ready to go, and he does his job night in and night out. Teams want to, put more pressure or more attention on me and Jason, and then Al, last game especially, just killed him, made him pay for it every time. You're gonna leave that. You're gonna leave that pop open. You're gonna leave that seam pass open. Al just made play after play, and that's what we need. Teams are gonna try to take away our advantages, what they think our advantages are, and that's when we just got to play good team basketball and show them that we're a very good, well-rounded team that can score and beat you from a lot of different ways.
Back to the physicality. What went into you guys kind of learning how to play with that, and what helped prepare you to handle that type of challenge a little better?
Well, we got very physical players on our side as well. Marcus, Rob, JT, Al, myself are all, physical guys in our position. So it's nothing new for us. It's actually something that we're used to. Milwaukee is just, especially with Giannis, presents a different challenge. His level of physicality is extremely high. And for somebody who initiates the contact, we feel like we should be able to initiate some contact on the defensive end as well. But the way they officiate the game, it's not usually the case. So it challenges our discipline. We got to be extremely disciplined, extremely focused. And because if not, you pick up fouls that, sometimes you look back on and be like, man, how did they call that? But I bet it's tough trying to officiate a game with a dominant player like Giannis on the court, because, he's aggressive all the time. So, in real time, it might look harder than it does on camera.
And then the fourth quarter, the other night, you guys went 16 for 19. I know every game is different, like every quarter that there's different challenges, but what can you guys take from that to help you have that continued offensive success?
Just gotta be patient, but be poised, make the right decisions, continue to be physical. But you know, taking what's given to us the first time. Don't play with it. Just go and get to your spots and execute. I think those are the keys down the line, especially once you get tired. Fourth quarter, you know, legs are getting tired. You know, getting to your spots, getting there, getting down early. Be the difference between, you know, you making the shot and missing the shot. It's the little things.
Couple Zoom questions here, Jaylen. First, Mark Murphy.
Hey, Jaylen. In playoff series, adjustments really come to the forefront, you know, how you move from one game to the next. It seems like you guys have been able to really, in this series in particular, make some pretty vital adjustments. How do you feel about that, how you've done?
That's the playoffs, you know, being able to adjust and adapt. And it sometimes isn't big things, sometimes it's little things, or and those make the biggest difference. So just being able to have smart players, experienced players that can do multiple things. Our coach trusts us to make those adjustments and things like that. So being able to be well coached, disciplined, and then getting out there to go out there and execute is a difference on good playoff teams and teams that are not in the playoffs at all.
Dan Roach.
Hi, Jaylen. Just a thought on the team's mindset coming into tonight. Now that you've got a 2-2 and your confidence level coming in as a team to this one.
Same mindset. Come out, execute, defend, be physical, and you know, execute the game plan. Come out, protect home court, and find another way to get another win. Same mindset.
Bobby Manning.
Jaylen, you talk about adapting to how the game's getting called and you guys want to draw contact and you might not always be allowed to. You know, when you're going through foul trouble in a game like that last one, how do you just kind of adjust to how the game's being called and what you can and can't do?
It's tough. You do the best you can. I'm not used to being in foul trouble. I can't. I don't even remember the last time I might have been in foul trouble to that level. But you just do the best you can. You want to still maintain a level of aggression on defense. But at the same time, you want to, you know, be careful because you don't want to not be in the game and not be able to help your team. So you just try to find a healthy balance. And the last game was tough. But, you know, we didn't lose faith. I didn't lose faith. My team, they came out, executed, played big down the stretch. Bought me some time. I was able to get back into the game and help us close it out. So just playing Celtic basketball is what it comes down to. And we got a lot of different ways we can win games. We just got to come out, accept the challenge physically from Milwaukee and come out and execute. That's what it comes down to.
Final question is from Jonathan Hall.
Hey, Jaylen, good morning. Thanks for taking the question. Larry Bird once said game fives are so important, so pivotal. I think statistics show that in the NBA, the team that wins game five goes on to win the series like some amazing amount of time, 75, 80%. Is that on your mind at all? I know you said same mindset, but this one, it's a big one.
In the playoffs, you know, you can make a case every game is a big one. It feels like every game seems pivotal. I understand your point. Game five is the best of three, and it's the first game. I understand that as well, but every game is a big game in the playoffs. So you just got to come out and protect home court and do our jobs. At the end of the day, we don't need to overthink it or underthink it. Just got to come out and do what we do best.
Wrap it up right there. Thank you, Jaylen.
Thanks, Jeff.